Greetings, everyone. Peace be with you. This is a letter that I've written. Numerous people have joined together and formed a task force, and we are getting letters ready and sending them in to the people that are responsible for Peter's unlawful abduction and holding. So I'm just going to read through the letter. Peter Haughton, they've actually spelled his name Houghton, so I reckon they got the wrong guy. Anyhow, Peter Haughton's matter is viewed with the utmost seriousness, and we have multiple teams reviewing this matter across Australia. I, Donna Markwell, have known Peter Haughton for over 2 years in a professional capacity and have met many of his business associates in that time who are in support of Peter being released, as he is a loved and treasured man in the community, and for good reason. I have observed and found him to have a great compassion and care for we, the people of the community, and a great care for the vulnerable and people in need. Peter has numerous community projects active. For example, the ongoing education of we, the people, empowering us with knowledge of the law and caring for the vulnerable with strength, honour and compassion. Peter led by example, and he is a true genius in that he has multiple projects that can not only help the immediate community, but restore and assist our entire nation. These include a fuel-making machine that turns plastic waste products into fuel. This invention has been EPA approved and has had PhDs working with Peter for years with investments of hundreds and thousands of dollars in conjunction with international interest because they can see the amazing benefits of his projects. His fuel producing project is a life-changing project that is ready for production on a small or large scale. Peter's projects hold environmental benefits for the entire Australian nation, yet you, acting as a legal fiction corporation without jurisdiction over Peter, continue to hold him without due process, consent, without adequate care for his health, jeopardising these incoming producing projects and stopping the progress of Australia. I'm unable to disclose his multiple other projects, but you are unlawfully holding a man who is able to create export products for Australia, produce income for Australians, and has international attention on him because he is of his amazing projects. Yet you have immobilised his progress to many people's disgust and dismay. I am of sound mind and speak for we the people as an Eora First Nation woman with the divine as my crown and with superior jurisdiction. We the people require the immediate release of Peter Haughton as a free man or released into the care of Shirley Frost. The major concern that we the people are having at the moment is that Peter Haughton has been unwell physically for most of the time he has been in your custody, around 3 months, due to the lack of basic medical care and poor ability to stabilise his diabetes, which is life-threatening for him. When he is able to manage his diet and insulin freely, he is on half the amount of insulin and is able to stabilise his blood sugar levels and lives a high-functioning, productive life. The lack of basic nursing care for Peter is evident and reportable to APRA, due to Peter having numerous hospitalisations and frequenting the Yatala Infirmary for being unwell with unstable blood sugar levels. Oh. As an Eora First Nation woman and speaking for we the people, we order the immediate release of Peter, for his life and his well-being is at risk and he poses no threat to anyone in the community, including Detective Smithies. It is truly looking like Peter is being held for Detective Smithies' pleasure. See Before We Proceed, Part 1 on YouTube. Peter is no threat to anyone. Knowing the law should not be deemed as a threat. as a clinical mental health nurse, with a mental health nursing career spanning over 30 years and being in regular phone contact with Peter, it is clear that Peter Haughton has no mental health impairments, as he is showing great strength and resilience, enduring these injustices and the highly stressful situation he remains in to this day. Yet his mental health, or his mental state, yeah, that's fine, his mental state remains stable. He is cooperative and high functioning. If he did have any mental health issues, they would have manifested by now, especially in this distressing situation of being held mostly in isolation and all without due process. And with unstable diabetes, that can affect anyone's mental stability. Yet Peter remains coherent, logical, and sequential in conversation and of sound mind, and he has hope for the future as he presents a strong and stable emotion, as he presents strong, what have I written? As he presents as strong and stable emotionally. Yeah, that's good. Thus being able to administer his own affairs and posing no risk to the community. Peter Haughton's matter is held, in Peter Haughton's matter, he is being held without lawful due process, and Peter has not been asked in court how he is going to plead. We, the people, will be presenting his case to the Australian Grand Jury for further investigations and much needed auditing of this judicial system and prison processes. We, the people, require immediate release of Peter Haughton, who poses no risk to this society, and him being incarcerated is a gross abandonment of due process of law, and all involved shall be noted and addressed in due time. If you wish to chat further, feel free to contact me via email, markwell@yahoo.com.au. Thank you in advance. Thank you for your action in advance, Donna Markwell. So many of us are getting together, writing letters, sending them to the lawyer and sending them into the actual Yatla. We're also calling Yatla and reporting that he's unwell. So please, if you could do things like that, we have a trusted team who is on this case, and we really hope that the lawyer will follow through. But Peter, we're with you. We ask for blessing and divine protection over you, and we're doing our best now to get you out. Now that we've got Takara back, we have time to focus on you. We all care for you and love you deeply, and really look forward to your return out in the free land, which is getting freer and freer by the day. Thanks, and I'll talk to you soon.